Right. Today we'll discuss Kirchhoff's current law, KCL and KVL. KCL and KVL. Statement says that algebraic sum of currents meeting at any junction point or node is zero. Node is zero. See, the first of all, this is called as Kirchhoff's first law or Kirchhoff's nodal law also. Kirchhoff's first law we can call it as or Kirchhoff's nodal law. The other name is Kirchhoff's current law, KCL. This Kirchhoff's first law is based on the law of conservation of charge. Kirchhoff's first law is based on law of conservation of charge, which requires that the algebraic sum of charges within a system cannot be changed. Which requires that algebraic sum of charges within a system cannot be changed. Instead of going all the statements, we'll go for a statement called algebraic sum of currents meeting at a junction point and a node is zero. The term algebraic means the value of quantity along with the sign positive or negative. Positive or negative. Positive or negative. See, mathematically, we can represent as sigma in is equal to 0, where n is the number of branches connected to the node and is the nth current entering and leaving the node. By this law, currents entering at a node may be regarded as positive, while currents leaving the node may be taken as negative, vice versa. Simply saying that the current towards the junction is taken as positive, away from the junction is taken as negative for the given circuit. For the given circuit. The other statement can also be alternate statement can also be given a definition. Sum of the currents flowing towards the junction is equal to sum of the current flowing away from the junction. Away from the junction. This alternate statement. We have two statements, statement 1 and statement 2. The statement 1 indicates that always sum of currents meeting at a junction or node is equal to 0. And statement 2 indicates that sum of the current flowing towards the junction is equal to sum of the currents away from the junction. These two statements will satisfy KCL. We have to satisfy KCL. And one important point you have to think that towards the junction is taken as positive and away from the junction negative. Then only we can satisfy the statement. Then only we can satisfy the statement. Right. Now take this example. We have taken this example. Explanation to understand the concept over here. I have taken the example. Consider where five branches, one, two, three, four, five, are connected together at junction A or node A. We have connected at junction A and node A. The currents are I1, I2, I4 flowing toward the junction. See this one, I1, I2 and I4 are flowing toward the junction, whereas I3, I4 are away from the junction A. If a positive sign is assigned to be currents I2 and I4 that are flowing into the junction, then the currents I3, I4 flowing away from the junction should be signed with the opposite sign, that is negative sign. Simply saying that I1, I2, I4 toward the junction is taken as positive, I3, I5 away from the junction is taken as negative. Then we have to apply Kirchhoff's KCL to the junction A, and we have to satisfy the statements of KCL. Statements of KCL. Now apply this one. I1 plus I2 plus, because towards the junction, I3 minus away from the junction, I4 plus towards the junction, I5 minus away from the junction, and is equal to 0. The above equation can be modified as I1 plus I2 plus I4 is equal to I3 plus I5. So sum of the currents towards the junction is equal to sum of the currents away from the junction. Away from the junction. So this is called explanation. This is called explanation. And these are the statements. And these are the statements related to KCL. Related to KCL. Related to KCL. This all comes under KCL. Clear all of you? Right. Now next statement goes for KVL. Next statement goes for KVL. This is also called as Kirchhoff's second law or Kirchhoff's loop or mesh law. Kirchhoff's second law is based on the principle of conservation of energy. And Kirchhoff's second law, first name, Kirchhoff's loop law, second name, Kirchhoff's mesh law, third name, Kirchhoff's voltage law. We have four names for KVL. And it is based on conservation of energy. And it is based on conservation of energy, principle of conservation of energy. Statement states that algebraic sum of all the voltages statement tells that algebraic sum of all the voltages around a closed path or closed loop at any instant is zero. An instant is zero. The algebraic sum of all voltages around a closed path or closed loop at any instant is zero. See how algebraic sum of voltage means magnitude and direction of the voltages. Care should be taken in signing proper sign for polarities or voltages in different sections of the circuit. See, algebraic sum of all the voltage around a closed loop or closed loop at any instant is zero. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does the exact statement says? The exact statement says that means if you take a loop, the sum of EMF plus sum of drops, voltage drop is equal to zero. It shows that. If you take any closed loop, we have to consider sum of EMF means batteries plus sum of drops taken by the resistance is equal to zero. Is equal to zero. Sigma N2 N Vn is equal to zero. Is equal to zero. Is equal to zero. Right. We consider an example here, so you will get some knowledge on this one. You'll get some idea. See, the polarity of the voltages across active elements is fixed on its terminals. The polarity of the voltage drop across the passive elements should be signed from the reference to the direction of the current through the elements, with the concept that the current flows through from higher potential, lower potential. Hence, the entire point of the current flowing through the passive element should be marked as positive polarity of the voltage drop across the element, and the exit point of the current as the negative polarity. The direction of current in different branches of the circuit is initially marked either with the known direction or assumed direction. Instead of having this kind of confusion by the paragraph statement made, we go for the example and we'll quickly understand what does KVL means. KVL means, after assigning the polarities for the voltage drops across the different passive elements, the algebraic sum is accounted around a closed loop, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. By assigning a particular sign, say the positive sign for all the raising potential, along with the path of raising, and the negative sign for the all decreasing potentials. Now come to this diagram. This diagram consists of two loops, two mesh. This diagram consists of two mesh. The diagram consists of two mesh 1 and mesh 2. Clear all of you? Mesh 1 and mesh 2. See this in loop 1. One battery, two voltage drops, or two batteries, one E1, E3, two batteries considered, and two voltage drops, 1, 2. So we can define that sum of EMF plus sum of drops is equal to 0 for this given loop 1. Sum of EMF is E1 plus E2. Sum of EMFs, two batteries, E1, E2, plus two drops, V1, V3. V1, V3, two drops is equal to 0. If we consider this loop, how many EMFs are present? Two EMFs are present plus two drops. What are the two drops? V2, V3. And what are the EMFs? E2, E3. Means E2 plus E3, one sum of EMF plus V2 plus V3 is equal to 0. Right. Now we go for this. We go for this one equation. The circuit has three active elements with voltages E1, E2, E3. The polarity of each of them is fixed. R1, R2, R3, R3 passive element present in the circuit. Now currents I1, I3 are marked flowing into the junction. See I1, I3, and I2 and current I2 marked away from the junction A. Now this is the junction A. Two are I1, I3 towards the junction. I2 is away from the junction as been marked over there with known information or assumed direction. With reference to the direction of this current, the polarity of voltage drops. The polarity of voltage of V1, V2, V3 can be marked. Can be marked. Can be marked. Now apply loop 1, it is considered clockwise direction. This is clockwise direction. So minus to plus, plus E1, plus to minus, minus V1. Again minus to plus, plus V3, plus to minus, V3 is equal to 0. See this equation. After marking all the signs in the loop, we get this equation. Minus to plus E1, plus to minus V1, minus to plus plus V3, plus to minus E3 is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. Now I want to make left side sum of EMFs only is equal to drop sum of drops only. Left side is equal to only EMF, right side is equal to only drops. Then we get this equation. Then we have to satisfy this equation. Clear? Now come to the next point, loop 2. It is considered to be, see this one. See this one. How this is an anti-clockwise direction I have taken. Minus to plus, plus E2. Minus to plus, plus V2. Minus to plus, plus V3. Plus to minus, minus I3 is equal to 0. I have considered this the anti-clockwise direction. Minus to plus, plus C2. Minus to plus V2. Minus to plus, plus V3. Plus to minus, minus E3 is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. Two equations are obtained. Kirchhoff's voltage law. The third equation can be written on the basis of Kirchhoff's current law. Kirchhoff's current law. With these three equations, one can solve the currents I1, I2, I3. If the results obtained for I1, I2, I3 are positive, then the assumed direction of the current are said to be along with the actual direction. A negative result for one or more currents will indicate that the assumed direction of the respective current is opposite to the actual direction. After getting the results, the values of I1, I2, I3, we can say that our assumption is wrong or correct for the given circuits, for the current flowing through the circuits, And this is what about Kirchhoff's voltage law. So that we have completed the topic called KCL and KVL.